Hi everyone, this is Nick from Coin and Paper, and today we're actually going to create a new brokerage account. And so we're going to open up a Roth IRA, but as far as what we're going to show here, it can be done for any type of brokerage account you want to open. So it could be a taxable account or any of the two IRAs, traditional or Roth. So we already have an account with an investment company. So what we're going to do is log into our account, and then through there click on add a new account. But you don't have to have an account. You can just simply pick a brokerage of your choosing, and we would recommend looking at different ones and figuring out what's a good one for you. But some things that you may want to look at is incentives for signing up, because different companies may have different incentives. So if you put in a minimum amount, say $2,000 or $3,000, they'll give you more free trades. Or you just want to look for commissions. That is, how much does it cost per trade? So every time you want to buy or sell a stock, there's different commissions. They're generally around between, I would say, $6 and maybe $15. So you may want to pick one there. But as far as choosing a brokerage, there's a lot of online brokerages. Those are also called discount brokerages. And so you can just look through them and see which one is appropriate for you. But we're going to log into ours now. And so from there, we're going to look for a special tab and create a new account. All right, so we're logging in here. And so here we have to put in our security password. And I'm just going to remember to put this on this computer. And so we're on our page, and what we're going to do is highlight client services and open an account. So if you don't have an account, you can simply go to your online brokerage of your choosing and then click on new account there. And so once you do that, it's going to ask you to fill in your information. For us here, it's asking us to retype our login ID so that it can pre-fill our application. So it's going to automatically enter our name, last name, and questions like that. So of course that part's self-explanatory. So you would put your contact information and then log in. I'll actually get that started. So here we did that. So it has our first name, last name, our email address, our phone number, our citizenship status, and then the big question. So what type of account do you want to open? So in this brokerage, there's different questions. So it has conveniently all the most common ones in one tab. And so if you look at these, it's an individual account. So this one is a taxable account, one that you can use and withdraw money at any time without any penalties. And then there's this one, I don't know what that one is, but then other common ones is traditional IRA and Roth IRA. So these are the main ones. And then if you have a 401k that you're trying to roll over, say if you left a job and you don't have another job at the moment, then you can take your 401k and put it basically in a rollover IRA. But the three main ones, the most common ones is individual, which is not a retirement account, then traditional IRA, this is one with the tax benefits now, and then the Roth IRA, which has the tax benefits later. So personally, I would recommend, for me anyway, to have all three accounts. I have these three accounts, and right now we're opening one for my wife, which is a Roth IRA. So we're going to click Roth IRA, and once you click on it, it tells you about the features. So it says you may withdraw earnings tax-free and penalty-free beginning at the age 59 and a half. And that's because when you contribute money into the Roth IRA, you're actually contributing money after tax dollars. So there's no tax benefit this year. And then it has other information as far as limitations of how much you can make up to before you're not eligible to contribute to a Roth. But that's particular to Roth. And traditional has slightly different. And individual, there's really nothing like that. So at this time, I primarily expect to, so here it's asking us what's our goal. So is your goal to buy, hold, and occasionally trade stocks and mutual funds? Yes. And I would say that's most for everybody. The other one here is actively trade stocks, ETFs, options, futures, or Forex. This is more advanced. This is getting, if you want to pretty much trade all the time. And I'm not sure. So you could do I'm not sure, but typically you just do the first one, buy, hold, and occasionally trade stocks. So this is, I would say, for the average person. And it has more information over here. Are you new to investing? You can say yes or no, and this is just more informational. So we're just going to put yes. And then the offer code. So since we were looking at the different offerings or promotions this particular company had, we found that there was a few promotions. So we did a little research and we found some offer codes. So we're using an offer code that works for us. And this offer code happens to allow you to deposit $3,000, and then you get 90 days worth of trading for free. And so $3,000 is a good amount for us to start because this is a retirement account. We already have money saved for that, so we're going to put that in there. And so then we're going to continue. And so here, this needs more information, so I'm going to let my wife type that in. And so now is employment information, so this is important as well. Financial information, so here you'd put approximately your annual income, which might be your household, so actually as an individual. So put that in there, approximate net worth, so it's there for you, individual, and approximate liquid net worth, is it there? Okay. And so personal affiliations, you, your spouse, a member basically of a broker-dealer firm? No, we're not associated with a brokerage as far as having a family member license. Are you or your spouse, immediate family, or any of your personal business associates a senior political figure? No. Are you or your spouse or any member of your family director or 10% shareholder of a publicly traded company? No. So maybe this is for inside information and other things like that. So we're not associated with any of that. This one's reviewing everything we typed in. So we're reviewing it, making sure everything looks fine, everything looks good. So now that we know a little about you, here are a few things you should know about your new account. Employment account information. So these are all the client agreement, handbook, statements, individual retirement custodial agreement. So you can read through these. We're going to check this. And then we look at the bottom, cash sweep vehicles. So we're just going to do, so this looks like cash balances in your brokerage account are automatically transferred and deposited into FDI insurance account. So we're just going to say yes. So this is just regular insurance as far as in case anything happens, and most banks have this. I think the amount is $200,000 where anything happens to the bank, the government protects your $200,000. To submit additional account information. Thank you for choosing us. Here are the next steps. Print a hard copy of our application, review the data you submitted, and make any necessary changes. Sign the application, submit any documents. So it looks like we actually have to print something, but actually we can print it here, and then we're going to send it to this address. So not very convenient, but we're going to head and click print application, and then we're going to print, and then I'm going to click continue. And thank you for the final step. So basically we're going to look at the paperwork. We're going to send the paperwork to the address, probably with a check of the amount we want to start the deposit with. And then from there, we'll get a notification through email letting us know that our account is open. And then at that point, we'll look at trading. So I might have a video at that point when we go to fund our account and look at our first trade. So thank you.